Today was a bit of a weird day. This morning I was thinking, I'm really having a problem trying to manifest or attract the things into my life that I want. And why is that? I decided it's because I really don't know what I want. So I thought, that makes sense. Like, how are you going to hit a target if you don't know what you're aiming at? So I decided, screw all this confusion, stop playing games with the universe, and instead just be more clear about whatever it is that you want. And I figured the best way to do that was to just start simple. Like, I didn't need to plan out my whole life all of a sudden in this moment of clarity, but rather I just thought, well, I'd like my laundry to get done because I've been waiting 2 days for it to get back from the cleaners. And I guess I want a coffee. That's where I was having my coffee and I realized this. So I went back to my hostel and thankfully it was done. And what else did I want? I decided that I wanted a sauna today because saunas are great. Anyway, so I was like, where can I get a sauna? And it turns out I decided I'm going to move hostels today and try out this new place for a few reasons. One, the beds are nice and big, and it's kind of an interesting modern style. It's like this capsule hotel. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, when I show up there, I find out they actually have a sauna there. Like, there's a spa. So that's cool. So I messaged the employee of the spa, and she's like, oh, sorry, we don't have any bookings today. Like, you can't do that. And I'm just sitting in the lobby, and I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. I guess I'll have to go somewhere else. And then suddenly she just walks into the door, and she's talking with me like, oh, yeah, it costs this much, and maybe you can book for Monday. I'm like, I don't want to wait till Monday. I want to do a sauna right now. And she's like, and then I don't know. She was like talking back and forth in Spanish with the person at the front desk. And then she's like, oh, like, you're staying at this hotel? And I'm like, yeah. And then I don't know, like, what happened, but suddenly she's just like, oh, yeah, actually, you know what? If you want, we can get you in the sauna right now. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So it was kind of strange. So anyway, I go and I get in the sauna, and then I'm sitting in the sauna, and suddenly the power goes out. And I'm like, well, this isn't a very good deal. And then so they come and they tell me, like, oh, the power's gone out. If it doesn't come back on in a few minutes, basically, then sorry, but you're going to have to leave. Like, we got to cancel. And I'm, what the heck? So anyway, I just sit there and I'm like thinking, okay, just have faith that the power is going to come back on. And it's not coming back on. And then so I start doing weird things. I'm like, I'll clap my hands like it's a clap-on light, and nothing happened. And I'm like, I'll just imagine the power coming back on, or I don't know, like trying to do some sort of magic trick or some sort of miracle. I don't know. Obviously, it was pretty much nonsensical. So eventually, at some point, I just gave up. I'm like, well, looks like it's over. And then so out loud, I'm just like, why, God? And as soon as I said that, the power goes boom, back on. Okay, then. I guess that was the magic word. And yeah, so that ended up being quite nice. Anyway, so I got my sauna. Stoked. There's some other things that happened in the day, like I went and played some guitar in the park, had a nice lunch, didn't think so much about that, but later in the day I was feeling like quite exhausted after the sauna, especially pretty much drained. And I'm just walking down the street, sort of, I don't want to socialize with anyone at the moment. My phone's about to die, and I just want like a nice chill dinner, nothing too heavy, and a spot where it's like relaxed and no one's gonna bother me, and I can just charge my phone and everything's gonna be perfect. And so I'm looking on my phone on the maps like, where's a good place that I can go? Really, for some reason, having a lot of trouble finding that. And then I just decide in my head, like, this is dumb. Like, why should I dictate my life based on whether I can find something on Google Maps? So I just decided I'll just walk in a random direction, and this may sound crazy to you, but I just said, like, okay, God, lead me to the place that I need to go. And I just started walking, and was kind of walking in the direction of some restaurants I thought might be okay. I don't know, I was just walking. And eventually I went down this side street and past this place, and I look in, and it's like really nice, calm atmosphere, like chill tables, and the music was like really nice and relaxing. It was this French style place, so it was kind of this, I don't know, like French cafe music, kind of easy listening stuff, which I really like, because another thing that I kind of want is these European vibes sometimes, because it just has a special feeling for me. So anyway, I'm standing outside like, do I go into this place or what do I do? And eventually I just decide, well, let's go into this place. And I look, and on the wall there's just the number 818, which to me is a significant number. And to me, it's like my way, or God's way rather, of communicating with me. Call me crazy if you want, but I just took it because the Bible verse Romans 8:18 always really stuck with me. It says something like, our current sufferings cannot be compared to the glory that will soon be revealed within us, or revealed to us. It's a bit of a paraphrase, but basically it's saying, like, if you can go through this, if you can deal with whatever your hardships are now, it's not going to be compared to the rewards that you will reap. And it's also just like a basis of faith, right? Like believing that there is always something better. But anyway, to me that's just a message that's always stuck with me. So that number has stuck with me for that reason. So I just realized in that moment, this is obviously the perfect place. So I go into the restaurant and check the menu, and they have steak, which I was not actually planning, but I was like, you know what? I thought about it earlier. You know what? Maybe I do want a steak. And so also, important part, the steak was literally half the price of the restaurant that I went to last night. So I'm like, perfect alignment. This is the place I need to be. I ordered the steak, and it ended up being literally one of the best steaks I've had since like as long as I can remember. It just came in this creamy pepper sauce, and the steak was just so tender and juicy and perfectly cooked. There's yoga studio up there that I like. I don't know, just had to point that out. But anyway, all these things just came to me after I decided no more bullshit. I just need to be clear about whatever it is that I want. And asked for it, and it came to me. And sure, I like to take this in a sort of spiritual outlook, and because that's my way of seeing things. But even in a more practical sense, it's like I said, if you don't know the target that you're aiming for, then you're never going to hit it. So it's as simple as whatever your goals are in your day-to-day life, or in the big picture as well, you need to have at least an idea of something that you're trying to work towards. You know? And I think the best place to start is the small things. Especially because the small things are the easiest to control. Like a good coffee, a good meal, and overall a good day.